Okay, so when you're graphing this, what you're going to be doing is graphing the line segment for 2x minus 5 only between negative 5 and 2. And we're going to be graphing f of x is equal to 5 only between 2 and 6. So if you wanted to use a table of values, which you don't have to, what you would do is you would substitute in negative 5 into this function, which would be 2 times negative 5 minus 5, which would give you negative 10 minus 5, which is a negative 15. And then you would substitute in negative 3 into the function. So we would multiply 2 times negative 3 and then subtract 5, which is negative 6 minus 5, which is a negative 11. Then we would plug 0 into the function, which would give us negative 5, and plug 2 into the function, which would give us 4 minus 5, which is a negative 1. And that's going to help us graph. And then with this one, we have f of x is equal to 5. Now remember, f of x is just saying it's a function of x. That's the exact same thing as saying y is 5. And y is 5 is a horizontal line that goes through the y-axis when y is equal to 5. Okay, and I kind of drew that line off a little bit. So that means 5 is always the y value. So that means it doesn't matter what x is, y is always going to equal 5. So when we go to the graph and graph this, what we're going to be doing is graphing these line segments. Okay, so I'm going to draw a graph. Woo! Okay, let's try and draw that straight. Draw a graph here. Okay, not very straight, but you guys get the idea. And we're going to draw an x-axis. Okay, and with the x-axis here, we need to label it to make sure that we have y values between 5 and negative 15. So let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, yay. We have exactly the right number of points there. And then we go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to label here from negative 5 all the way up to positive 6. Okay, and now we're going to plot these line segments. Now, because it is greater than or equal to 5 here, there will be a closed circle at this point, and because it is less than 2, we're going to plot an open circle on this point. Because it's not equal to that, it's equal to everything up to that. So we have negative 5, 15, which is going to be a closed circle. Okay, negative 3, negative 11, 0, negative 5, and 2, negative 1. And remember, the 2, negative 1 is an open circle. And then we're going to graph that line. Yeah, I did a really good job of making that pretty straight, huh? Oh, probably because this one should be here. At negative 11. Okay, and so there we go. That's our line segment. It starts at negative 5, ends at the open circle at 2. And then we're going to graph between x is 2 and x is 6 the values that y is equal to 5. So at 2, 5, we're going to put a closed circle because it's equal to 2 here. And at 6, we're also going to put a closed circle because we have less than or equal to there. So at 6, we're going to put a closed circle. And then every value in between that is at 5. And so that's what your piecewise graph would look like. Well, a little bit neater than this.